So for this evening class, we are looking at data types in Python. In Python, a data type tells us the kind of value a variable is holding. It helps Python understand how to store and use the data. And now you should be able to know what is variable. So we have integer, int. An integer is a whole number. It does not contain a decimal point. Examples, you have like 10, 50. Even -3 is an integer. So that is just like a whole number. Then we have float. A float is a number with a decimal point. So that is float. Examples, we have like 5.6, 20.75. Then we have string. You can see the abbreviation. A string is a text or characters. String must be written inside quotes. Examples like Nelson, you can see inside quote. Python is easy. So you can even put numbers inside a string, but that is not correct, please. But at times, unlike, you can't leave string without a quote. So you can put number inside a quote, and Python will now recognize it as a string, no longer integer. So that is just the difference. Then we have Boolean, which is true or false. So we have this. Then we have list. You might not really understand this now. It's a topic on its own. We are going to look at it in depth. We have list in Python. A list stores many values in one variable. Values are written inside square brackets. So for list, fruit equals to banana. So we look at this. We have tuple. Tuple is like a list but cannot be changed. Values are written inside round brackets. So we have tuples. You can't change tuples. So we have dictionary. A dictionary stores data in key value pairs. So value are written inside curly brackets. So for list, square bracket, tuples, round bracket, dictionary, we have curly bracket. Then we have set. A set store unique values only, no duplicates. Example, we still use curly bracket for set. So checking data type, to check your data type, you use the type function. You say print the type, then the variable. You should be able to tell your data type. We did this yesterday. So summary table, data type, meaning, example, int, whole number. So you have this PDF. You just go through it. Let me launch my Jupyter notebook. So data types, variables hold values of different data types. So we have immutable data types, like we have the string, numbers, tuples. We have mutable, operators, and operands. So Python data structure. So this list, tuples, dictionary, set, they are under Python data structure. So let's look at, we have this open. So let me open a new workbook. So yesterday we did this yesterday. You can say A equals to 10. What's the data type? You say print. Then inside this, you now say type. Then you put the variable here, which is A. If you print this, it's going to tell you it's integer. I did something yesterday. I did something like this to check data type. It's showing because what we are using now is just like a console to write Python. There are some IDE you are going to use. If you use this method, it will not show this. So print is the right way to do it. This is just like a pro stuff, but this is like a beginner's, not a beginner's option, but it's the right way, the recommended way to do it, so that any ID you are showing, the value will show. There's some ID that this will not show, but this will show. So this is the right way to do it. So I explain all this. Okay, I think something I didn't do yesterday was this boolean. I think I did not do it. So let's say B equals to, let me check something. Let's use this one. Let me just use what I have here. Oh, I even forgot what I have, why I have this error. I'll come back to that. So if you check the data type of this, let me just copy this one. So I'll change this to B. The is student. That is the name of the data type, is student. So you can see now it's showing this boolean. It's telling me that the data type is boolean. This one now, the reason why this did not work is that this is supposed to be like this. The first letter is supposed to be in cap lock. So now it works. If I copy this and I'll change this to B, should be able to tell us that is boolean. So that's just it. I think with your knowledge of SQL, you should understand data types. So you just go through it, practice it on your own. So again, what I really want us to look at today is, let me come. I want us to look at arithmetic operations. This is what I want us to look at today. Basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, modulus, exponential. So we just look at this. This is what I want us to look at today. You should understand this. A equals to 10. Then print A, which is 10. A is a name, A is a variable, 10 is the value, equals to is the assignment operator. So then when we have something like A equals to 10, you define A, then B 2. Then now say A plus B. What will you have? You have 12. You have 12. So if I change this to, let's say 15, if I say A plus B, I have 17. You have 17. The reason why that error shows is that I just opened this. I'm supposed to run this again before it will show that 12. If I see changes to 10, I'll run it. If I run it, I'll have 12. So that's our A plus. So if you have something like this, A equals to 10, B 2, then C equals to A plus B. So you now say C. What is C? C is 12. Because now you are trying to say C is storing A plus B is what? 12. So C is 12. You can even do something like this. You can say print type, then C. So C is integer. So that means C, A is 10, then B, you define your A as 10, B as 2. You now say C equals to A plus B. What does that mean? C is equals to 10 plus 2. So C is now storing the result of this. So even if I type C now, it's showing me that C is 12. So A plus B, what is that? 8. 10 minus, sorry, A minus B. 10 minus 10 minus 2 is what? 8. Then we have something like this. A equals to 10, then B equals to 2.5. This is a float. Then A minus B is just like 10 minus 2.5. We have 7.5. So we have division. For division, just like you do in your SQL, addition is plus, minus is dash, hyphen, then division is asterisk. So this is just like A times B. So what will be the answer? That is 20. No, we define A as 10, B as, so just like saying 10 times 2, that is 20. So for division, we use forward slash. So you should know this by now. Forward slash. Just like 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So now we have something like this. This is known as a floor, where you have A slash B. This is known as a floor division. What's the meaning of a floor division? A floor division means that, let's say, let me look at something. If I run this, it's showing me 5. What did this one show me? 5.0. Floor division is showing me only 5. A floor division means that return only the whole number, remove the decimal point. Return the whole number, remove the decimal point. That is what floor division means. So for floor divisions, you use slash slash. You have another example like this. If I do A forward slash B, look at the answer. 10 divided by 3, 3 point. But if I use floor division here, the answer just return 3 to ignore the decimal places. So that's what floor division does. So we have something like this too. We have something like this. So this example, 5 point something. So then we have modulus slash remainder. All these things are something you've done in your reminder, something you've done in your basic calculations those days in school. So if you have something like this, let me look for an example. I had one example here. Here is the example. Okay, this is it. I think this is here. So if you have something like this, you have something like this, A equals to, so this means A, then you now say this means let me open a calculator. We have something like 20 divided by 7. Okay, let's do it this way. You have 20 and you have 7 people. You want to share 20 oranges to 7 people. How is it going to go round? It will go round 2 times, right? The first one go round 7, then the second one making it 14, then the remainder is what? 6. That means that 6 cannot go around the 7 people. So what do we have left? 6. It can only go around 2 times. Then we have 6 left. So this is telling us what you have left. If I run this, it will show me that we have 6 left. Another example, let's say I have A equals to 10, B equals to, let me use 3. Should I use 3? Yeah. So if you share 10 oranges to 3 people, how many times will it go around? That is 3 times. You still have like 1 left, right? So if you now do it, what do you have left? So it's showing you what you have left. So that is what it does. Then we have this one. This one is just like raised to power. We now say 4 raised to power 3 when you use 2 asterisk. So 4 raised to power of 3. 4 raised to power of 3 is what? 64. So this is what this does. This one again. So I think those are the basic things you need to know. This one now, print, you have something like this, 4 times 5, something like this. We call it PEMT, parentheses, exponentiation, multi, division, subtraction, slash, addition. So we have something like this. You want to break it down, you solve this one first. 4 times 5, which is 20. Then you now solve this one. Now solve. All these things are something we did in those days in school. So you now have the results. So you now add everything. This one is going to give you. So this is what this is would do. This is how to break it down. So those are the basics operations you will make use of. The addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, the division, floor division, modulus, and so on. So any question? From the data types and these arithmetic operations, do you have any questions to ask? I think by now you should have been able to practice something on your own from what we did yesterday. So do you have any question? So I think with the absence of questions, even if you don't understand, the video will be available. When you get the video, now sit down and practice it. Try it out. So all this is going to I missed some. Yes, this is, I wanted to show you guys this. If you have something like this, A equals to, this is a float, then B equals to, we have this as, this is a string, this is a string. Then we now say, for example, now if I say, let me run this. Now if I now say print, print A plus B, would this work? It's throwing error, say unsupported operand type, blah blah blah, float and string. So this is just like me saying you add number and text together. This is a number, is a float, even if it's not a whole number, but it's a float. Then this is a string. Can you say 5 plus, let's say 5 plus A, 5 plus A, is this correct? It's not correct. You can't have 5 plus A. Coming to a calculator and now say 5 plus, there's no A here, that means it's not even possible. So now what will you do? What this means is that you can see this is now telling us that A is correct plus, you now say integer into bracket B. You now convert this string to integer. You now convert this string to integer. So that's what that means. So let me write this well. Now say A plus int to brackets B. So if I run this, so now give me the correct answer. So this is just like saying 5.5 plus 5. So a plus, you now convert this to integer for you to have your result. So this is another thing I have to explain. You come across something like that. So I think that's all for tonight class. Any question once again before I stop recording? If you have a question, unmute and ask. Okay, in the absence of question, I believe it's understood, and when you get the video you will understand better. So I will have to pause, stop the recording.